Hi guys. So let's make sure that we can see each other, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. So let me just remember. I see myself. Perfect. So I'm just gonna wait until Heather shows up because I think she is the moderator today, but we'll chat until then. How are you guys? How's everything going? So let me just lower the volume of the phone because that's where I'm gonna read your comments. And there we go. I can see you now. So how are you guys doing? And I'm coming from a different part of my apartment today because it's super sunny here in Toronto. That means that there's going to be a lot of glare, and I think this time around you're going to see very little glare. So how are you guys? I hope you guys are okay. So I'm just seeing somebody here. Hi, how are you? I don't know, what's your name? I just see Just Another Paper Crafter, which is quite a cute and catchy name, but hi. I hope, like I said, I hope you guys are okay. I'm sure most of you are checking the blog hop and the Instagram hop for the new release, and then it's what we're gonna use in today's actually layout. And then I see somebody else. Hi Renee. Hi Diane. I think it's Heather, and I'm hoping it's Heather because I said hello Heather. So hi Heather. Oh yeah. Oh, you see all my pictures? Yeah, this is my Hall of Fame. It's my family, most of them. It gets up. It hasn't been upgraded in a while, but we are going to. We'll do that. That's something that I love photography. So and black and white, as you know, black and white. It's something that I enjoy a lot. Photography, and so this is what I do with my photos, and they're mounted on canvases, and these are actually just canvases. So I paint them, put the pictures, coats of collage medium, and so then eventually these ones, that's my daughter a couple years ago. That's probably a family photo, and the one that lands on the floor the most, my niece and nephew, the people that you see on my layouts, most of my sister, our dog. Well, you can see it was covered by the, but so this is one of the main focuses of our house, and then eventually these ones will come down. Well, we have to, and they'll probably move to another part of the house, and we'll put more updated ones. My kids are not that cute anymore, they're bigger. So yeah, so like going back to Paintbrush Studio, not my house, sorry. Yeah, like I said, we are gonna use the latest release for today's layout. And I had an idea, and I actually I didn't copy, but I'm gonna borrow the colors from Carissa's cards, because they actually match the fall mornings that I love seeing in my apartment. So I'm gonna borrow that color combo, but we're gonna do something kind of fun. I think it's fun. I hope you guys are gonna like it. I think you're gonna like it. And so see a few more of you guys here. Hi Valerie. Hi Jennifer. So I'm just reading some names. I'm looking down. So I'm gonna flip the camera. Don't forget to leave comments. Heather is gonna be reading them. I'm gonna try my best to read them too. But you, at the end, Heather will pick a winner for a $15 gift certificate to the shop. And it might come in handy because there's quite a bit new that is nice and beautiful that you might want to add to your stash. So give me 1 second. I have my mouse here, and I'm going to flip the camera so you can see me better. There we go. I think there's, it might be too much glare, so I'm just going to move this a little bit. It doesn't make, much better, I think, that way. Let's see, or maybe I'll move it this way. That's better. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna cook with this, but it's okay. So there we go. We have here, and what we're gonna focus on today is the charming floral border. And I've already created some of the work ahead of time. Let me just tie my hair, because one of the perks of long hair is that it actually burns my neck, but we'll see. So we are actually, I've done a little bit of work ahead of time. I'm going to tell you that because it is not a hard layout, but it's going to take some time, because as always, my layouts, are little pieces that come together at the end. So like I said before, the one that we're going to focus on using today is the charming floral border. And you can get the hard foiling plate, the stamp, the die, and the stencil. we are not going to use this stamp this time around. Oh, might use it for some sentiments. I'm going to put it on the side here, have a box going on the side. We're going to use the hard foil plate, and I've already had foil ahead of time. And then we're going to use the die, and we're going to use the stencils. We are also going to use from the latest release. This one here is the brush sentiment stencil and the die. I do not have the hard foil plate, and I'm going to add it to my wish list because this is a beautiful set. And even though, as always, Pink Fresh Studio, it comes all in one single sheet, you can actually cut it into 2 card sizes. So we'll talk about it more when we get there, because we're going to, like I said, and also we're going to use the color block rainbow. This is how we're going to build my rainbow, because it is going to be a rainbow, but in a different way. And we are, I know, I really hear Kim in Alaska, Pink Fresh Studios killing my budget. Okay, we are lucky and blessed that Kinari and, you know, that we get a design team box, but there's some things that, you know, sometimes are not available. So I do purchase them outside of my design team. So I completely get it, but you know what? They're so worth it, super high quality, and you can do a lot with them that at the end, it all makes sense. So going back to this, I'm just gonna put this aside for now. Again, like I said, I'm actually going to use a little bit of the Best Day collection because it's kind of a fall look, and that's what we're going for. So I'm going to show you the photos that we are going to, you know, document. And this is actually my cousin, his wife, and his little girl. They baptized to October 16, and I wish I could have been there, but of course we can't travel yet, you know, completely. So I only set up for, you know, the photos and, you know, going like, you know, through chat to see some of the events. And again, one of the reasons why I chose the colors today too is because the family, and I'm saying in general, they chose all to wear navy, and the kids had peach and like blush and white, and pretty much all the adults had, we were told, like, you know, not we're told, but pretty much everybody wore navy. So we have a nice color on the photos. So instead of leaving them in like, you know, the colors, because I want them to pop from the page, I transform it to black and white. So again, moving stuff on the side, I think I've said my 2 cents from what we're gonna use. Now we're gonna start putting things together. So let's start with the hard foil plate. And like I said, again, this is the Charming Floral Border hard foil plate. I've gone ahead and created 2 of them. And it actually, I'm going to show you the stencil so you have a better idea. The stencils are set for an A2 card. So that means that it's a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But actually this little, the plate for this, it actually, I have it here. It's only around 3 inches wide. So I'm going to cheat a little bit because I just need this part. I don't need the words. And we're gonna get started. Now, I did 2 things. I actually used, this is gold foil for some of them, and I use hammer mill 100-pound paper, which Heather, we can talk all about it. And I use Aura foil for another one. So, and I'm gonna tell you why. Like I said before, I borrowed the colors from Carissa's card, and these are the colors that we're gonna use. Some blue, because like I said, my family was wearing blue for this. I am gonna use some peach fuzz. So I'm putting out my, you know, my stuff on the side. And where's the other one? Oh, here, you see, coral reef and passion fruit. So I'm gonna pull them aside so you see them. So coral reef, passion fruit. Okay, we are gonna use peach fuzz. I'm hoping that you can see them there, and I'm putting them in order so it's easier for you guys to see. And we're gonna use blue jay. We are gonna use the slumber. And we are going to use Stargazer, and we might use Sapphire too. Yeah, we're going to use Sapphire after. These are going to come in after, so not confuse you. So let's start with the floral part here. So let's move it. I have my brushes here, and I bought an entire set just for my Pink Fresh, bigger, you know. So for the gold ones, I cannot put the camera closer, so my apologies. It's just because I want a scrapbook, so I need to show you more things. So I know that Leah and Heather have the camera closer to the surface. Unfortunately, I have to show you a 12 by 12, so it is easier for me to have it a little bit longer. What is that? Kelly, is the first time that you're live? Oh, yes. Welcome, you know. Heather can tell you what times she and Leah are on. So I'm just using a little bit of Post-it to keep it together. Again, if you decide to do a 4.5 by 5, remember that the Pinkfresh Studio has little notches on the, maybe I can get it closer there, on the stencil. So it's easy for you to just set it in place and go ahead and stencil. Because I went like, the rogue way and I just did the floral frames, I'm just gonna have to play a little bit with the stencil to match it, but it's easy with the foil lines. Okay, so we're just gonna keep that in place with a little bit of Post-it tape because it's easy to peel. If you have the mean tape that works, I mean, just what I have at hand. And we're gonna start for the gold ones. Like I said before, this is the gold ones. This is the gold foiled border. I'm gonna start with peach fuzz. I have my little peach fuzz here. Again, so remember, the way I usually do it is I sweep the ink. I'm just gonna dab my little brush on the ink here. I'm gonna sweep the brush at the bottom of the flower in this case, and then on a circular motion just to extend the ink. So I'm listening to you. I'm reading what you guys are saying, and I have to read after because I'm gonna try to, otherwise I'm gonna end up missing something. So Heather can chat with you guys. So again, I'm gonna go again. I'm going to dab some ink, sweep it right at the bottom of my flower, and then continue in a circular motion just to diffuse the color. So you're gonna see I get these little peach florals, and that's what I'm going for. If you have if you want to see Carissa's card, it is beautiful. She has it on the blog hop, or you can also go to her YouTube channel because she actually had it there, and I had to go peek because I wanted to get the colors right because I just love the colors. It reminds me, actually, when you're gonna see it, it reminds me, I don't know if again, it depends on what part of the world you're in. I'm in Toronto, Canada. I live on the 7th floor of an apartment building. My windows face, well, I live in a corner apartment, so they face west and they face southwest. And I get to see sunsets in the morning, and I get sunrises in the morning, and I get to see sunsets at night through the windows of my apartment or the balconies, and they are beautiful, especially in the fall. It's what you call bubblegum sky. That's what we call them. The clouds is all beautiful. So these are the colors that I love in the fall, especially. And like I said, when I saw Carissa's card, I was like, oh my God, I love those colors. So I went, borrow her color combination, and then I'm gonna use it. So again, this is peach fuzz. You're gonna see I'm gonna sweep at the bottom and then circular motion. I'm gonna speed it up. So we have our first card here. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna borrow a little bit of coral reef. I have my coral reef here. So my brush, I'm just gonna a little bit right at the bottom of the flowers, just a little bit. You don't have to go all the way, just at the bottom, just to give it that shade of pink that kind of, I don't know, it's like a reddish pinkish tone that you see in the fall. I hope I'm not showing my head on the camera. I should look up a little bit once in a while. So, just gonna add the colors here. When I lift it, you're gonna see it. Okay, so I have my first, I'm gonna put it closer to you so you guys see it. So lift it up. Let me see if you can see. So you see the peach with a little hint of pink at the bottom, and the foil is just glorious. So this is the gold foil ones. The ones that I foil with the Aura foil, just the Aura has more of like a, I don't know, it has like a rainbow tone. I don't know if you can see it when you flip it. It has some shades of brown too. So for this one, again, I'm gonna put it with my little card on the other way. So I'm just gonna flip this. I'm gonna do it a little bit different. This one, I'm gonna use a little bit of peach. So whatever I had left over in my brush, I'm just gonna quickly sweep it through the top parts of my cards, over the flower, sorry. So whatever I had left over, I'm just gonna go softly just to add like a little hint of the peach onto the flowers. So I'm not gonna add any more ink, just whatever I had. And the base here, I'm actually gonna use coral reef. So you see it. again, from the bottom, sweep the ink and then just circular motion. That's just gonna make it a little bit darker at the bottom of the flower. It gives you the idea of depth. So good. And the color combination, again, if you think about leaves and, you know, in a more, I'm gonna say a more modern way, this is just the colors are just beautiful. The combination at the end, it's beautiful. So again, I'm just going to, again, add the ink, make sure that, you know, I cover all the lines here. The only thing that I forgot to do in the other one, I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna show you. So there we go. Doing quickly. I did some ahead of time, so don't worry. This is just the extras and we might need some more. I don't know yet. I have the idea. I draw the design in my mind. So I think it's gonna work like I think. So I'm gonna show you again. I'm gonna lift it up so you see it. Okay, so you see how it gets, when you sweep, it gets darker at the edge and then just softens as it goes through the petals. So we have that. That's the stencil one. So now we're gonna set that aside. I'll clean it after. So one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my rag just to clean up the foil of any ink that I had left over. Okay, let's start with this one. I already have that at hand. Let's flip it this way because it's easier to see it that way. There we go. Stencil 2 is actually gonna create the leaves. So let's set this in place here. Some post-it tape here. And for the leaves, I'm actually gonna go with blue. I'm gonna use Blue Jay as the base for my leaves. And this stencil goes really fast. It works out really, really fast, actually. The flowers come together fast. So I have my blue here. This is Blue Jay. Again, sweep at the bottom and then, you know, diffuse the color. You're gonna get that color there. And then I'm gonna go just on my, look again, sweep it. And I'm just gonna continue doing this. I chose to go with the these brushes. Actually, if I don't know if you have a foam applicator, I think it works the same way. Just gotta be a little bit careful when you add the ink, just because you have, like, you know, more ink. But I love working with the brushes. And let me just continue. As always, you know, I'm trying to read some more stuff from your comments. There's something about hot foil plates, and, you know, again, if you can afford the machine, and I know they're available right now, buy one. Like, you know, I don't want to be an enabler, but the finish of a hot foil card compared to an embossed card is so much different. It's so much nicer. So let me just move this, dry up any ink that's left on the foil, just so you see a little bit of the color combo. So you see how beautiful that looks. So we're gonna go with the peach here. That is a lovely blue. It's a beautiful blue. And you know what? I usually tend to stay within the lighter colors, but this one, like I said, this blue here that you see is actually the color, Blue Jay is actually the color that my cousin, who's the father of the baby that got baptized, was wearing. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go with this color combo. Again, so I'm just gonna go quickly this time around. And I'm just looking at the comments. So, so just tell me, what do you, have you guys checked the blog? I'm just, you know, have you gone and seen all the new stuff, all the inspiration? There was some beautiful cards. Or if you go on Instagram too, there's beautiful cards. I think Desiree also did a scrapbook layout using this. Actually, she used this set for her layout, and it's beautiful. So make sure you stop by. There's a chance of winning $25 gift certificates for each, like, you know, for 10 lucky comments. And you can win the entire release in the YouTube page, and I think on the blog or on the IG line. So you're gonna see, I'm gonna just bring it closer so you see it. Okay, so stencil 2, again, we're gonna put it aside. We clean that after. The crafter mat, which is what it's called in this house. Stencil 3 here, that's gonna give you the definition of the flowers. Again, we're gonna set it in place. And the foil actually helps you to line it up in case, like I said, I'm not, you know, use it. For the peach ones, I'm gonna go with Coral Reef for stencil 3. So this just goes faster because it's just, and again, just a little bit of color. You don't need much. The inks are very crisp. They're very, very nice to work with, especially if you do ink blending. And the paper here, I actually have used Nina too, and it works fine. But I agree with Heather and Leah that the hammer mill, the foil works so much nicer on the smooth surface of the hammer mill. I bought a ream of it, and I think I should buy more because I've gone through a lot because I do like to foil my world. It's an obsession. So you see it. See how it takes shape? Beautiful color combo. Okay. And now for the pink ones. So let's just keep it in place. Just looking at the time, making sure that we have, okay, we gotta speed it up. So I want to make sure that you see the entire process. Okay, for the pink one, we're gonna use passion fruit. And this is pretty much gonna be the color that we're gonna use for everything else. So don't put your inks away if you're doing this. We're gonna use them for our rainbow too. So, okay, so we're just adding more ink, and I'm being just, there we go. Let me see that I have this properly. There we go. So there you see the difference in colors. See, the gold has that peachy tone, and the blue and the pink has that reddish tone. Love, 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 love. So move this to the side just to finish the stencil 3. I'm gonna go with stencil 4, and you're gonna see the stencils actually have a sentiment that you can actually use to create your cards. That's the beauty of this. So we are actually going to finish the leaves with this. So we're just gonna set it in place. And I'm gonna use a stargazer for this. You can actually use sapphire if you want to. I just want something a little bit deeper. Like I said, my family was wearing navy suits, and the mornings when I see it, usually like really dark blue and purple. So I'm gonna use this. And I'm gonna go a little bit heavy with this just to make sure that there's like, you know, the difference in the colors. And this stencil here is just gonna give you that veining of the leaves kind of look. So just give you more definition for the leaves. Oh my God. So there we go. Take it, lift it. We got all the extra color from the leaves. I moved a little bit. Shouldn't have done that, but there you go. Okay. So we're just gonna do it on the peach one. And I might actually have to die cut probably one of these just because I'm not even gonna secure this. Hold it in place with my hands and pray to the Lord that it doesn't move. So there we go. We're just gonna add the color here. Okay, there we go. We have it ready. See, quickly, you have it. So I'm gonna set this aside, put this, I have my die cutting machine. See, somebody's texting. Oh, Starbucks is texting me. They want me to go get a red cup. Joy, have you checked your red cups? You know, have you gone see it? Like, you know, I'm going to a different conversation here, but I'm a fan of the red cups. I'm a fan of peppermint mocha lattes, just in case, you know, I'm a fan of coffee, should I say. So, you know, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna bring in the die. Like I said, I already did some of this ahead of time, but I wanna cut them because I have a feeling they might use extras, we might not, but I'd rather have them cut and ready. So I don't know if you can see my big machine on the camera. Oh, shakes. Stencil brush is in the way. Stuff out of the way. There we go. I'm gonna put it aside so we do the other one quickly. Garbage on the floor. Not on the floor. I have a waste basket right underneath my table right now. So just goes there. Yep. Making sure it's okay. If you see my head, my apologies. I'm trying to line it up. I might move a little bit. Tape on this. I actually have a little piece of tape here, so I might as well having a conversation with myself. So, like I said, let me see. I'm reading comments. What colors did I use? I used peach fuzz and coral reef, passion fruit, blue jay, stargaze for the flowers. The ones that have the gold foil have peach fuzz and coral reef, and the ones that have the aura foil have coral reef and passion fruit. So ones have a tone of peach, the other ones have a little tone of pinkish, kind of a coral in them. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna have to go for the full size inks too. Just considering it this weekend. I have to do that purchase. So there we go. I have my pieces. Let's put the machine out of the way. We're gonna need it. Don't worry, we're gonna need it. This is out of the way. So let's just do a little bit of cleanup here, and I'm gonna show you what I have done ahead of time. So here we go. Let's move this out so you don't see it. And if you see my head, my apologies. So here we go. I did 3 of this and 2 of this. So you see the color combination here, peach and like the pinkish red with the blue. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm gonna set this aside. I'm gonna put it closer to the camera so you guys can see it. Okay, doesn't that remind you of those like bubblegum mornings? You know, the blue sky with the pink and the peaches. So that's what the inspiration for this. And then I saw Carissa's card. So thank you, Carissa, for letting me borrow your color combo. So part 1 of what we need. Now, part 2. For this, we are using the color block rainbow. And I'm going to tell you what I did. So let's put this aside. I take some work on this. I've cut 3 pieces for each one of them. Okay, so I cut and I glued them together. 2 of them. This is 110-pound Nina white cardstocks, and then this one here is 100 hammer mill paper. Just because I wanted to have the same color as this. Okay, so simple as that. I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it. I'm gonna stack them together. That's just gonna create. Think of it as creating chipboard. It's gonna give you some dimension, and you guys know that dimension is beautiful on a scrapbook layout. I do not, the lines are so fine in this die cut that you do not want to actually add a foam adhesive. I've done it before. It is a lot of work. So instead, I just choose to use like heavy cardstock. I've used it before with 140-pound heavy cardstock, and it works fine. The die cuts like butter. So, you know, that's a great thing. And all I do is just add some glue here, and you can use, what I've done too is you can put your cardstock with double-sided tape so that it just becomes a peel and stick. But I find that because the lines are delicate and this, you know, but they're not delicate, but you know, they're finer than a die cut. Just it's easier to just do it this way, and then just take your time, put some glue, and stack them that way. Like I said, I've done it with double-sided tape. You kind of move a little bit, and so I prefer to do it this way. Remember, this one has 2. So I want 3 of them. The bottom 2 are Nina 110-pound. The top one is hammer mill 100-pound. The same paper that I used to foil my to create the flowers, just because I wanted to make sure that, you know, they have the same look on my page. So easy as that. Yes, you can hit emboss. I'm just reading some stuff. I'm just reading, like, you know, snips of this. So there we go. The peel and stick method. Yeah, it's super easy. So you're gonna see here my rainbows. So that gives you an idea of what I'm going for. Okay, like I said, it's my rainbow. I was thinking of that, but it didn't match. So then I played with some ideas, and this is kind of the idea we're gonna go for. Okay, so I am not throwing away the negative pieces. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with them. So take a piece of paper, or I'm using deli paper. You can use whatever you have at hand, okay? The key here is going to be repositionable tape. So this is going to be the key here. So what I'm going to do, just because I want to keep it in the formation. Again, you can take it out and then do it again. I'm just going to cheat it, and I'm hoping that it's going to work faster. It worked faster before, but if it moves, it's okay. Okay, flip it here. Have my little pokey tool here, and it disappears. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna take out the things. I'm using the double-sided tape because I want to make sure that it stays in place, and I'm hoping that it sticks. It worked fine in the morning when I tried the other one. Again, if you take them out the pieces, you know, and just peel everything, that's okay. As long as you can use the negative piece to help you set them back again. This is just was an easier way to do it. Okay, some things already come out. The double-sided tape, I'm achieving it this way. Okay, so let's use this just to help us. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. As long as you keep the formation, just the double-sided tape is going to help you for what we're going to do after. You can leave a space in between. You can, you know, not leave a space in between. It's completely up to you. Okay, so again, personal choice. I'm leaving the space. Not necessary. Just is going to help me with like making sure that, you know, everything is lined up. And it really doesn't matter that it's like, you know, completely straight. You just want to make sure that you keep the formation of the negative pieces. Then, yes, so I'm just going to go ahead. Yeah, don't trust me. Once you see what I'm going to do, you're going to be like, it doesn't, you just want to make sure that they go in the order because you can add the rainbow effect to this. That's the only thing that I want to do. And that's what I'm using repositionable tape for now. Just so it helps me. You can use washi tape too if you want to. You know, just want to make sure, like I said, you want to keep them in order. So just came out easier this way. In the morning, I just pressed and everything came out. So, you know, so here we go. You can see one moved already because I'm using deli paper. So it's easier for me to peel them out of here after. Okay, so let's move these things out of the way. Let's try to keep stuff in order. So here, keep the negative pieces for a future project. So here we're gonna go again. Bring back your inks, back your brushes. I am not gonna use Stargazer on this one. Instead, I'm gonna bring Slumber, Mikey Blue Jay, and Sapphire. So same colors that I used before, same you know, idea. So let's just before verify that we're doing it the right way. Remember how I set up these ones before. So okay. So I already did a set. Let me just find it because right here it is. This is what we're gonna do. You see my rainbow? Okay, same color inks. I'm just gonna make sure that I did it properly so I can. Okay, so I have to make sure that the color for this one goes from here to here. Okay. Move this out of the way. I'm gonna show you how I did that. Put this on the side. We don't need them for now. Remember, color has to go from the shorter edge to the larger edge. So let's start with peach fuzz. Get some ink. You can either run your ink pad, but instead use the brush. So hold it, just add, and that's what I said, repositionable tape is gonna help you on this, to do this part. And I don't wanna cover the entire thing. I wanna have just at the bottom of the rainbow, go like, you know, have the color, and I want it to end up in white. Okay, so just a few here. I'm gonna add ink, just to a few of them. Yeah, I'm done with the peach. Put my brush in my container, out of the way. Coral Reef, same thing. I'm gonna start, I'm gonna say maybe the second one. And I'm gonna go on, it's gonna see the color. It's not gonna do an ombre, but it's gonna do kind of a soft change in color into, okay, you see, like I said before, one of my pictures is falling down. Just because we were thinking about moving them. And I think I moved the tape out of that one and it's gonna come down. So I'm gonna take it down. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's in place again. Hopefully you don't hear a crash on the floor. So there we go. Move peach fuzz out of the way. Go with passion fruit. And you just wanna go just a little bit, okay? Not all the way. So think that you wanna leave, I'm gonna say at least half of it white and half of it, think of it like a dark color and just fading into white. That's what we want to. Because remember, we're gonna put the flowers, so we don't wanna kill all the colors. Okay, so I'm done with this. I'm gonna go into Slumber. And this is the part when you gotta be careful. I'm gonna take a new brush because I was saturated with the darker color. So Slumber is more like a soft kind of bluish, kind of purplish tone. So it is going to look a little bit muddy. So that's why I'm going with a little bit of a softer color to create that transition. And it's okay, don't worry. I'm going to show you how we're going to use this. Okay, soft. Move this lamp out of the way. Okay, I don't need this brush anymore. I can go into Blue Jay just for the transition, just because this one is saturated with a darker color. And there you go. See, people are looking for me. And I'll have to deal with them after. Okay, so again, you want the color, the darker part of the color at the bottom of the rainbow, and then just move so that it ends in white. Okay, so here is my rainbow. So you see that ombre effect in it? Okay, with my brushes, I'm gonna move them out of the way. So just trying to keep, the space clean here. And then just give me 1 second. So I'm gonna put them away because I'm not, just trying to be clean. And I think we're pretty much set up to start building this layout. And the buildup is gonna come together pretty quick because the flowers are already in a row. So, okay, so I'm gonna set that aside to dry for a little bit. And let's start building the layout. So I am using for the base of this layout, this is Basil Avalanche cardstock because the whiteness of it looks a lot more like the Pinkfresh Studio white paper. So like the cardstock that they use. So we are gonna trim it. We are actually gonna frame this layout. So let me see. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. I'm gonna trim it to 11 inches by 11 inches. Okay, so because I'm gonna frame it with a piece of paper from the Best Day collection. So 11, and then 11 inches. Okay, my base is ready. And the paper that we're gonna use for the base of this layout, you see how people are looking for me? Okay, let's see, I have 2 papers that I can pull. The 2 papers that I have here are, I have, this is a stripy one, but I don't wanna have that much green on it. So, and I don't like the lines. I like more of this one here. So this paper here is from the Best Day collection. And the name of the paper, you see, I'm gonna just put you, make it higher. It's a Grateful Heart. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim the branding strip out of this. You see my little thing came off, so it's okay. Just gonna take out the branding strip out of this one. Okay. And then I'm gonna take out the center because I don't want to waste it. So I'm gonna say around a 1.5 inch. I'm gonna use the border here. I'm just gonna create a frame out of the paper. Okay. 1.5. There we go, 10.5. I'm seeing the, yeah. Hello, hi Diana. Hola Diana. I'm just looking at some names. Eva. Just trying to read as I cut. Hopefully I don't, keep straight lines. So I'm just cutting a frame out of the paper. That means that in a way, I'm not gonna waste the paper and I have something for another project. But I just needed to frame my white cardstock. So easiest way to do it is this way. I think that's all I'm gonna need for my trimmer. So you're gonna see, there we go. So we're gonna go ahead and just commit to this. Like I said, putting it together is not gonna be as bad. Don't do that. Don't do what I just did. Adding some double-sided adhesive to the border of my white cardstock. Again, I don't know why. Okay. Set it. We're gonna use this. The lines are gonna help us center. We're gonna try that. We're gonna take a guesstimate that is center. I think it's center right there. Just to be safe, let's get a ruler right here. So make sure that it's completely centered. Okay. No, it's not. So we go here. There we go. There we go. It's centered now. Perfect. Press on the border. Take out the extra. You have your base. Okay. Put the stuff aside. Move the paper aside so we don't get confused and we can get to the embellishment after. So here's the fun part. Now take your ruler, and my light just fell down. I moved the paper that way. Sorry, guys. Let's just move it in place. Always happens in this house. Something always fails. So let's see. Why is this? Okay. Sorry about that. So we're gonna mark the half point. I have a pencil here. I'm looking at the time. Yep. So let's see. Half point 6. Half point mark 6. So that's my center. Okay, let's see right there. Okay. So you have your rainbows. You can go either this way or you can go the other way. It's completely up to you. You can go this way. At the end, you're gonna form a circle, pretty much. Okay, why is this not giving me center? Oh, because I'm not too smart, Nathalie. Okay, so right there, I'm just gonna use the ruler, keep it in place there so it glues. And I'm gonna add glue straight onto this. So. Okay, so I'm just reading that, about tomorrow for the Create and Connect. Yeah, I'll be there. I think you're gonna see a lot of the design team is gonna be there tomorrow. And I really want to see the projects. I've seen the sneaks, I've seen the product. I've seen the other day the unboxing. It's beautiful product. If you sign up for it, then I think it's gonna be an amazing weekend. And if you haven't signed up for it, I'll suggest whenever the next one comes around, you look into it, because if you only seen the product that they have received, they received for the classes and some of the finished projects, they're beautiful, completely worth the money. So again, glue, I'm gonna make sure this right on the center, right there. Keep it in place. Okay, again, we're gonna put that in place. The other half of my rainbow. Okay, glue, I'm gonna go at it here. Like I said, this frame is beautiful. Just, you're gonna need a fine tip bottle for this because the lines are really fine. So just keep that in mind. And you do want to make sure that you secure them. Not as much. So already everything is like, together. So let's see. And I try as much as I can. And then if I have to, I'll do it outside of the camera after. Just go and secure it. Again, I'm going to find half point. There we go. You see how my rainbows form? Okay, now we're going to start adding the colors. 1 and I have 2. Okay, so it's going to go. It's going to take some time. That's what I said. My projects are usually a whole bunch of little pieces that come together, take some work ahead of time, but at the end it comes together pretty easily. Make sure that, put some pressure. And I'm gonna glue the ones that are colored straight onto the background. So use your little pokey tool to just push it in. You want to create that dimension. Okay, so again, Heather is giving you the information. Yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend. The teachers are amazing. And I think it's going to be some beautiful projects because the product is beautiful. Like, beautiful product. They got this beautiful swag. You'll see them after I think one after the, the weekend event is done, you'll see quite a bit of the products, not the products, but the projects on social media, and you're gonna love, and you're gonna, consider it, not subscribing, but registering for if there's a next one, it is worth it. Even if you're a scrapbooker, I mean that it is a card maker event, but even if you scrapbook, there's so many ideas that you can even borrow. Like I did this time, I'm borrowing a color, combo. So, and I know that the products that the people that are coming to the people that are coming to to the weekend, get. Eventually, will come into the Pink Fresh Studio shop. And trust me, there's some beautiful product. Like I said, I was in the unboxing. I looked at it. I was like, oh, can't wait. So there you go. See my rainbow? Okay. Going back into the other one again. Easy as that. Yeah, you see, a lot of people are going to be there on the weekend. I'm so glad. I'll stop by for a little bit. I do have another event that I'm gonna be flipping back and forth. So my weekend is gonna be in front of a laptop with some fluffy pillows and probably a lot of coffee. That's the way I roll. So let's see. Okay, so how we doing, guys? So I'm just tell me if takes a little effort. And okay, so just trying to make sure that, and you want to make sure that you push your little pieces of the rainbow all the way to the bottom of the page, so that you have the dimension that we created with by stacking the die cuts. Yes, I know that this weekend is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So if you're there, say hello, because I'll stop by. I'm not teaching a class. Oh God, no, I'm not as talented as all those car makers, but I'm dying to see some of the class. So like I said, you'll see the design team there. So we'll be there. Finishing the rainbow here. Just trying to read you guys as it goes. You missed the registration. So again, remember, my mind works, if you're thinking, oh, what is she doing? My mind works in mysterious ways, and sometimes scary, sometimes it's beautiful, but it is going to be beautiful. Trust me. If it comes out like I saw it in my mind, it is going to be beautiful. I'm just making sure that we have time. Yeah, we have time to finish this. Because like I said, this is it's a lot of little pieces that come together at the end. The florals, because they are nicely foiled, you're not going to need that much more embellishing your page. The florals are going to do quite a bit of the work. The only thing here is you got to make sure that your little negative pieces go to the bottom of the die cut, so that you create that dimension. So I find that this helps. Okay, might not be perfect, but it's getting there. So how's my rainbow? Okay, there's a piece here that is driving me insane. There we go. Okay. You have an idea what I'm going for now? So I'm going to show you. My florals. I haven't even touched the pictures yet. The gold ones, this is what I had in mind. Like I said, my mind works in mysterious ways, guys. So, okay. I don't want to cut it, but that's the way that I am considering it is looking like. Okay. So it's going to require some foam adhesive, but we're getting there. And where did I put the photos? Okay, when Nathalie moves stuff and I don't know where I put them. Of course. With the camera almost falling, I don't even know where I put them. But for now, we're just going to continue working. So bad. I'm telling you, so bad. After the camera fell down, it just threw me off for a loop right now. And I'm just trying to find the pictures where I put them. Somewhere here, in my table. Just give me 1 second, guys. I need to move stuff to make sure that I didn't toss them somewhere on the floor. A possibility. Yeah, isn't it pretty? It is, like I said, it's very simple. Making sure that, where did I put the pictures? Oh my God. You guys are gonna be like, what is she doing? And trust me, I had them. And again, I have people texting me at the same time. Not a good thing. Even though they know I'm live, but that's the saddest part. Okay, we're gonna go without pictures because I can't find it for the moment. So, okay, you guys are gonna laugh where they are. But I honestly, how did I miss them? In my excitement about the camera almost landing on the floor, not the camera, the light, I don't know where I put them. Well, so we're gonna keep working without a photo for now. So don't worry. I'm sure they're here somewhere. Oh my God, you guys gonna think that I'm so disorganized, and I'm not. I just went somewhere. But okay, so let's glue this in place because it has to go down anyways. So where's my foam adhesive? I have it right here. There we go. Here we go. This one's here. I want the lighter color to go at the bottom because I really like the pink one sticking out there. Yeah, so I want to create the division. And in reality, it's like, how you look at the rainbow. It's completely up to you. So a little bit of foam adhesive, just so you want to make sure that they pop from the rainbow a little bit. And then you can move them up a little bit, like higher or lower. And that's what I said. Don't go all the way with the color, because if you go all the way, then you're going to hide the flowers. Just stay like, where you don't have the closer to the center line. That way you're going to hide. So I'm just going through it. There's some foam adhesive there. I'm gonna put some foam adhesive over here. Okay. Okay. Just adding some foam adhesive behind this. So, and honestly, while I'm talking to you guys, I'm like scanning my table, making sure that I didn't toss them in the garbage. This is a possibility. I don't know where, I don't know. I bet you stuck to the bottom of something here. So sad, isn't it? How did I lose that? I'm laughing. It's, only happens to me, as always. It's so funny. I gotta laugh. Honestly, guys, I gotta laugh. So again, going back to this, let's just keep working on this. They'll show up. They're in my apartment somewhere, on this table somewhere. Okay, so see how it's just a little bit of it doesn't have to be straight either. Don't go with a ruler and just put it straight. It's okay. But I think this one, and you see what I did? I flipped one and the other one, and I like it. I kind of liking that. Or I can go the other way. So let's just try this. The way I was doing it at the beginning. So I have this, and I might go with this one the opposite way. So like that. I like that better. Yeah, I like that better. But if you go the other way, it's completely up to you. I always say that, and I'm a firm believer that it's completely up to you. Whatever you choose, to create, whether you want to create that movement or not, let's add some foam adhesive. Just cleaning everything up to making sure that, I didn't lose anything around here. And that my photos didn't, go to the twilight zone. So I'm going to add some foam adhesive behind it because I do want the flowers to pop from the page. The second one's those pinky ones. So let's just go here. And I'm looking at the time, making sure that we finish this before, we finish. One second. Making sure that they didn't. How weird. I don't even know. I just went to look where I thought they should be. So. Okay, so we're gonna put, remember, this one's the bigger flowers facing up. I'm gonna put this one, the pink one, on top of it with the flower facing down. And I'm gonna move it a little bit more so you can see them. And if you want to, you can add another one up here and then just kind of beef up this area. But I think it's too much. I think this is enough. So I'm just gonna move it a little bit more here so you can see it, or higher, but either way. I'm just gonna move it right there so you can see a little bit by finding the center. And here's where we're gonna go and create our title. So pretty much our layout is done. Let's create the title. So for this, we are going to use, see what I tell you? What happens when you move your location? Sorry, guys. The other one is already, for some reason, my table is making very slippery for this to, land on me. So there we go. We're gonna create the title. Today is not a good day. So we're gonna use for this the brush sentiment stencil and the die set. This one are the ones that I created it for my for the block hop. So sorry, I'm just gonna make sure that you center. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm going to so you see more or less the idea. I have hello and happy. In my day, I do want to put hello, happy day. That's what my title is going to be. So, but I'm not going to use this one. I'm actually going to change the color to what I'm using. For that, I'm just going to move this to the side here. Okay. Let's get this out because time is, you know, ticking. And again, this one here comes, I don't know if you can see the notches. Think about it as two A2 cards together, so you can create them all at once. And again, the die cut cuts all the sentiments all at once. So there's but it comes in two pieces. So let me just pull it out so you see. So you have two pieces here. Okay, so you can create one part and then the other one. We're gonna do quickly. I am going to use just some tape here. I have my post-it tape here in place. Oh, keep it in place there. I know, even though my camera falls down, I'm sorry, but you know, I don't know where, like, you know, again, I changed the setting because I thought it was gonna help, and it does help, but you know, so I'm gonna use for this, I want to stay with the coral reef and passion fruit. These are the colors that I'm gonna use for this. And I'm gonna use a little bit of slumber for the look. So the way this works is the lightest color is gonna be like the pink. It's on stencil 1. So I'm gonna go with coral reef for that. The second part, you see that little part here, I'm gonna use passion fruit. And then for the shade over here, I'm gonna stay with slumber. I want the combination like that. So I have my here. Okay, we're gonna go here. We're gonna do it quickly. So happy. Oh, I used the bump. Okay, it's okay. We'll wash it up. So we're gonna do softly. And it's gonna give you that nice, like a stencil. It's just a beautiful look to it. So let's see. And again, you can create all of them at once. You're gonna see me just create all the way to birthday. I'm just gonna cheat on these ones and just do the ones that I need. Otherwise, we're gonna be here the entire day. So I know, like I said, I need hello, happy. And I wanted the word day, and I was thinking about bringing the alphas, but then I realized that the word birthday, actually it comes with the division. So you can stamp, you can create the word day. So again, I'm using coral reef. I'm just getting some ink on my brush and then going on a circular motion on my stencil just to create this. And like I said, I'm cheating here, you know, just to get the words that we need, but you can create all the words at once. I'm okay. I just want to make sure that you see the project, you know, most of it finished. This is passion fruit. I'm going to change the stencil. So you're going to see, again, this goes in the container to be washed. Stencil number 2 is the one that is going to create very simple to layer. I'm using the corner notch to help me layer this. Again, here, hold it. I'm going to use passion fruit for this. I'm going to hold it, move it a little bit to make sure that it's completely centered. There we go. Sure you can see it. Okay, remember, I'm using passion fruit, coral reef for the first part. I'm using passion fruit for the second one. I want to pick up the colors in the center floral swag that we have. So I'm just picking up those colors here. Very simple like that. Let's see how fast this comes together. Okay, again, move it out of the way. Switch my tool. I have my blue brush here. I'm gonna go with the softer one, remember, move this out of the way. And the last one is just gonna create the little swag piece that you see on the, again, this match here at the corner. Might be a little bit longer than 1 o'clock, the 2 o'clock, Heather. I'm so sorry. Might run a little bit longer. And then, you know, it's gonna take Slumber. I'm gonna go with a softer blue so that it doesn't, like, you know, it looks nicer with the things here. So let's see. Again, Slumber. That's just gonna match the colors that I have on the background. Like I said, these are the colors that we're gonna use. The color combo is Peach Fuzz, Coral Reef, Passion Fruit, Slumber, Blue Jay, Stargaze for the entire layout. Okay, so those are the colors that I said my family was wearing, and also the colors of sunrises during the fall. And that's what I said, a fall rainbow for my layout today. So here we go. Let's see, move this out of the way. Nothing is in the way here, making sure that I don't miss anything. Let's move the ends out of the way too. Perfect. Let's lift it up. Okay. Take this out of the way. We are gonna die cut it, so you see how this die cut very easily. Okay. My little thing is here. Set that in place there. The inside of the way. So, okay, there we go. We have the space. Okay, we need to find the dice. They're right here. This one cuts the happy and hello. And they all come at once. So if you, like, you know, go ahead and create all of them, you can cut all of them at once. And some post-it tapes to make sure that I have it in place. Let's make sure that that's there. A little bit more. I'm going to get the second die because remember there's 2 dies that come in this set. And I want to make sure that I word day. I'm going to trim the word day out of this. So, okay, here we go. Don't shake too much because oh, you see. Okay. Oh, and then I have, like, you know, any of you car makers, what happens when the grinds, like, you know, this mechanism gets stuck? This week my machine got stuck. I don't know why. Like, my die cutting machine was so weird. Never happened before, and it just got stuck and I couldn't move. Somebody said to put a little bit of soap, not oil, and it actually moved. So, but the machine is brand new, so I don't know why that happened. If any of you guys know why that happened, let me know, please. It was kind of scary for 5 minutes. I was like, oh, I think I killed my machine. We have this here. What I need, have my die set. Okay. Take the pieces. I'm gonna save this because they'll be back in for, like, you know, stacking later on. I'm gonna put them in my container there. Okay, let's see here. Move this out of the way. Into my little baggie. Yeah. I know the sentiments are amazing. Yeah, the sentiments are, it was probably, like I said, I just need the hot foil plate because I know that I saw them in the cars. I was like, oh, these are so beautiful. So if you can get a hold of the whole thing, okay. Back into the layout. Here's the fun part. We're gonna cut the word day out. I don't need birthday, I just need day. So I'm gonna carefully just kind of follow the line here. I'm gonna cheat a bit. Okay, so again, don't be afraid to do it. Okay. Hello. Happy. There's still some pieces here. I'm just gonna pop them out. Hello. Happy. A little bit darker. It's okay because I want to make sure that my title fits. And one of the things that you're gonna realize is that I am trying to make sure that everything stays within the circle look. Yeah, so there'll be some foam adhesive behind this. I'm just gonna try to speed up the process right now so you can see it. I'm gonna make sure that, honestly, guys, I don't know where I put the photos. They're probably stuck at the bottom of something here. It's gonna drive me insane because I had it all lined up. So give me 1 second. I'm just gonna steal another picture here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna steal a picture that I have here, handy. That's what happens when you document a lot. You have pictures handy. So instead, we're gonna flip to this one. And these are my goddaughters. Pretty much the same color combo. Turn it so it fits into this video. This is the first day of school for my little one. She is in kindergarten, so I'm gonna show you. This here is gonna sit right here. Okay, so for my adhesive, we're gonna pop it up a little bit. Maybe I'm just gonna put it, I wanna make sure that it stays within the circle. So I'm just gonna hide it a bit there. I'm okay with that. Okay, that's what the black and white would come in handy even better because they don't, I'm actually go here too. Well, I like it better there. See? How's that? See, we're gonna rescue the situation. Don't worry. Everything is solvable. So, oh, I'm breathing now again. So we are actually gonna, put it at the bottom, add some foam adhesive behind this because we're gonna pop. Sorry that I had to disappear from camera. Like I said, I always have photos handy in a little container that I know I need to document. And this one I just like, this week's worth of them. So I have them handy. And thank God I remember. Yeah, everything matches. Yes, I play with the idea of the black and white photos, which is gonna look good here too, but don't worry about it. It'll show up. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use them for my video for YouTube for next week. There you go. So you'll see them next week because I'm gonna have to turn my table down to see where did I get stuck. I bet you that is inside one of the stuff that was putting away. And I'm sure my son is laughing in the room going, oh my God, now they know what I have to deal with every day. So see, welcome to my life. Welcome to my family. Kind of crazy sometimes. What happened to the black and white pictures? Roxanne, somewhere here in my house, there was a black hole on my table that swallowed them up. That's what happened. When the lights fell down, I think I might probably bump them. And I think they went flying underneath the couch, which is in front of the table. So for now, we're just going to do with this. And I like that. So you see how that completes my circle? Okay, title's gonna be down here. I am gonna pop my title because it needs to be popped. A little bit of foam adhesive. Again, I was stressed mostly because you guys saw my camera, like the lights fall down, which is not nice. I'm sorry, I always apologize, But like I said, I tried to move so you don't get the glare because last week the glare was horrible. So I thought it would be better here. And of course, I didn't secure the lights because, my life is always, enjoyable that way. I have to give you some, something to laugh at too, I guess. I don't know what to say. So, I guarantee you that as soon as I lift the paper, the pictures are gonna go there because I'm pretty sure that I have an idea where they are. But for now, I'm just gonna move the hello a little bit more. Yep, that's better. Happy. And the word day is going to be here. I just want to make sure that I follow that circle, So I'm trying to form that with these letters, with the words, sorry, it's not letters, the words. And then I don't think it's going to need much more than maybe some metallic gold pearls, maybe a few embellishments. I'm going to probably do that outside of the camera because it's going to be past the 1 hour. And, but let's move this here a little bit more. I don't want to cover the hello, maybe a little bit higher. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Okay, so there we go. here. There we go. And the metallic pearls, I have them here. There we go. So there we go. So we're gonna just add a few. I'm gonna add some, like I said, I'm gonna add a little bit of foam, some embellishments. I'll add the photos so you can see them. I have the die cuts here, and I moved them to show you the photos. I don't want to talk about pictures no more because it's gonna drive me insane. Like I said, as soon as I clean them up, I guarantee you they're underneath probably the mat. And if I move the mat, the light's gonna fold again. Not one of those days. You heard people texting me while I was here, So I'm just gonna use this, like the pearls, just to continue that circular motion that I have going on, kind of complete my rainbow. Might go in there. Okay, so tell me if you're liking this. Always, if you have any questions, do not, don't hesitate to ask me right now. I'm just gonna pull out a few embellishments. I have them handy here. Sticker. Okay. Picture day is probably gonna be right here. Just need something there. And like I said, I don't think I need much more. I'm gonna add my lines to journal, probably somewhere here, just a few lines. I know what it is about. I might add a few more things, but that's about it. Trying to make sure that you see it. There you go. So I hope you can see the layout finish. I'm trying to see it. There we go. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if everything it's working properly. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna flip the camera so you can see me, and I'm sure Heather's picking up a winner, and you're gonna see the sweaty mess that I am. So I'm sure that Heather is picking a winner right now. And like I said, sorry guys. So let's just get the camera going on the other way. So let's see, I can see your faces, and you can see my suffering face in 2 seconds too. Why is it not going in the video? There we go. There we go. So I think Heather can see me now. You're gonna see me all sweaty and like suffering, but it's okay. We'll find the photos. Maybe I'll switch them for the end so you can see what it looks like. I'm gonna step away from the camera. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, there's a winner for the $15, and that is Manikeo or Cow. I don't know how you say your name. Congratulations. Give Leah a couple days, to redeem your gift certificate. You just gotta email Leah at Pinkfresh Studio. She takes a couple days to answer and give you a gift certificate, but make sure you use it to purchase something beautiful from the shop. Thank you so much for joining me, even though we have well, not me. I had technical difficulties to this. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. I think I'll see you in a couple of weeks again. Hopefully, Heather doesn't fire me after the light falling down. But, as always, if you have any questions or you have any ideas, leave it in the comments. I'll go back and read them. Thank you so much, Heather, for, did I cut my hair? I haven't cut my hair. It's gonna be happening next week because the week after that, I have my nephew's first communion and my niece's confirmation, and we're actually having a reception. So there'll be a haircut happening then. But for now, it's just went in a ponytail and now it's done. But thank you so much for noticing. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Heather, for having me. And hopefully you won't fire me after the light's falling down. And hopefully I'll see you in a couple of weeks. So take care, guys, and have a great afternoon. And if you are in the Create and Connect weekend, I'll see you there because I'll be there. So thank you so much, guys. Take care.